And here is the European champion, Irina Slutskaya, 18 years old. She became the first Russian or Soviet woman ever to win the European title a year ago. And remember, she was injured during the practice this morning. If you were with us earlier, you saw her hit the boards very hard. There was a question as to whether she would even skate in this free skate. But here she is. And during the warm-up, she looked physically to be fine.
She was doing all of her jumps. At this point in her career, Irina's only true strengths right now are her jumps. I think she desperately needs to improve on her artistry.
The music, Phantom on Ice.
And this is the opening jump triple Lutz double toe that she fell on in the short program.
Forced that one through.
Yes. Triple Salchow, triple loop combination. Triple flip.
Good height on it.
Yes.
Good, very.
Slutskaya in 6th place. Hopes of winning may not be there, but certainly a medal in mind. And remember how the judges place her performance certainly can affect the top part of the standings.
A lot of arm movement here.
Well, when I was talking about her artistry earlier, look how she's skating around. She needs to hold her back up straighter, much better posture. Beautiful triple loop.
Back was up nicely there.
And speaking of a straight back, the back injury, no real signs of that so far in this performance.
This is ponderous music. It just doesn't seem to give her the lift that this 18-year-old should be getting.
Her Bielman spin, she does both on the left foot and now on the right foot.
You know, something really interesting can happen here. Between Lipinski and Kwan, Kwan had the most number of firsts, a majority of firsts in the free program alone. Now, if this performance, because it was complete and there were no major mistakes, upsets that balance, it could switch the position between Lipinski and Kwan.
We'll see what happens to Irina Slutskaya and also to the top of the leaderboard. This ever-present smile and relaxed attitude of Tara Lipinski, but we will have to wait to find out if she becomes the youngest ladies champion in history. We'll do that when we return. As Yogi said, it ain't over till it's over. Never more true than right now. Irina Slutskaya, the final skater of the evening, waiting for her scores right now. She can shake up the entire leaderboard depending on how the judges place her. Technical merit marks. Pretty solid.
See, judge number 4 and judge number 5 made a switch on the free program alone, putting her in first place, along with judge number 9.
And the marks for presentation, good enough to place her in 4th, but Tara Lipinski is the world champion. She finishes ahead of Michelle Kwan and then Vanessa Guzmaroli. Right now, Leslie Visser is with the youngest ladies world champion in history.
Terry, she's come a long way from a roller rink in South Jersey. Congratulations, world champion. How does that sound?
It's amazing. Right now I think I'm still in shock, like I was at Nationals, you know, but it's great. I love it.
What do you think went really well? What do you feel real good about out there tonight?
Everything felt just in place, and after the short being in first, I was a little nervous, and I really handled it well, so I was excited.
You know, you were 15th last year. Did you ever imagine, how do you think you got here?
I just think hard work and confidence is a big thing.
And on to Nagano?
Hopefully. It's my big dream.
It's great. What about being the youngest? Sonia Henne, when did you first hear of her?
Well, I've known of her, not a lot though, but being the youngest is a great accomplishment. I mean, it makes a record, but I think whatever age you are, you're happy with what you get.
Well, it was tremendous. She wears a necklace that says short, why don't you show them, short but good?
Yes.
They might have to change that to short but great. Congratulations, back to you, Terry.
Leslie, short but the best, may be more accurate this week. Tara and Michelle, the first American duo on the world podium since 1992. The best finish ever for Vanessa Guzmaroli at the World Championships. Obviously a tough week for Nicole Bobek, finishing in 13th. You got to admire the way Michelle finished. She's with Leslie.
Terry, she has always said the bigger the challenge, the harder she works, and it showed tonight. You had to feel good about tonight, Michelle.
Well, I really did. I mean, I went out there and said, okay, this is it. And I knew I worked all year for this, and kind of boils down to one thing.
You had always said the only person that would beat you is yourself, but do you think you had a real jump in confidence tonight?
I really did. I mean, you know what? To tell you the truth, it's like the only time I've enjoyed skating this year is the Worlds. I mean, I had a lot of pressure put on by myself, and now it's kind of like, this is nothing. I mean, you look at, it's not life and death, and kind of put it in perspective, and it's only a competition.
Frank said you actually thought about Scott Hamilton before you went out.
Well, I heard about the news, and I was really upset, and I kind of put it like, nothing really matters. I mean, we're here, skate, that's it. It's not like I'm going to die if I got second.
Well, you did a beautiful job.
Thank you.
Back to you, Terry.
The perspective of Michelle Kwan. Tara Lipinski on a run that just continues. 2 Americans atop the world podium, and Brent Musburger's final thoughts on what it's like